Hey everyone, Tin Man here, playing our red-blue mid-range deck up against mono-black in a constructed gauntlet. Generally, I don't think mono-black is a very good deck. We'll see how it goes though. I'm not going to underestimate them by any means, but I'm not a fan of it. I know a lot of people are, but it's never really impressed me. So, this Ignite looks great to put Lich right into range of Bristleback, killing him off, get that proc early, get some... Okay, and they concede. Fair enough. So, I guess we're going to try a second game. 1-0. That would be a ridiculously short video, and I don't want to leave it out there that, oh yeah, we just started the run at 1-0. So, this may be a shorter video series, but this particular video will hopefully be a bit longer. But yeah, so mono black, I'm fairly unimpressed with it as a deck. I think it did not do very well at the We Play event that was going on this past week, where the We Play Agility finals, I think just one person brought it, and I think they had a fairly lackluster record with it. This deck, on the other hand, was brought by Life Coach and Mr. Yagut, who are two fairly well-respected players, and I think they collaborated on it and came up with a good version. So actually we're going to be playing against red-green ramp instead, so not actually mono-black like we initially said. So how does this particular flop look? Well, we still have our Ignite and still have Khan on lane 1, so can we make anything happen? Well, we can put it on lane 3, and then over 2 turns we'll kill off Legion Commander on upkeep next turn, so we'll get 2 procs on her. So that's pretty nice. Generally, you want to put it where you can just get value early, and then you can craft the rest of your game plan around that and kind of, appropriately strategize there. But I'm actually just going to kill off this little annoying Bronze Legionnaire. Generally, you don't like to duel heroes early because they respawn pretty quickly. But in the early game, dueling a creep is perfectly reasonable. And just because it's a trade 1-for-1, I traded my 1 card for your 1 card. No harm done. They're actually going to duel here. Okay, so we baited out their duel by using this Ignite, because now they're going to just trade in combat rather than die on upkeep. So we got them to use a duel, and they got us to use a duel. So fairly even, all things considered. We are going to get a bonus creep kill, though. Ooh, Demagicking Maul is interesting, if only because they have Celemane's favor, and they generally have a lot of improvements in this matchup. So I'll pick that up over a Blink Dagger. I don't really need mobility this early on, but having the option to potentially destroy an improvement probably makes a lot of sense here. Let's hop into lane 3, just because there's no one there, and I think it just makes sense to go to lane 3. Mid lane's attacking right past each other, that's good. Here on lane 1, not a lot going on. Could Prey in the Weak for 3, but that's not ideal. Probably want to Prey in the Weak next turn for 4 or more. Oh, and they have an Assassin's Veil, so equally not good. It's not a card you typically expect to see. I bet that was a secret shop item. So now we're a bit behind. Prey in the Weak doesn't make a lot of sense here either, because we'd only get 2. I save it for 4 in lane 1. Alright, so early game trading kind of went in their favor, but I think we're okay with that. I'm going to buy the health item just to help survive just a bit longer. Frankly, I don't know how well we can really compete against this Bristleback. We don't have any cards we can cast in this mid lane, so we'd literally just be running up a guy like an Axe against it. I think we just go 1 in lane 1, 1 in lane 3. Probably Axe because he looks better into either of these two, and then Legion Commander on lane 3 because she'll be just fine into a creep. And that's exactly what they're doing as well. So we're trading fairly even on hero deployment, and we'll just... ooh, we got a nice land in front of Lycan. That's perfect. And so red-green ramp has a big trouble with boards that go pretty wide. So this is probably our best opportunity to get a 4-man prey on the week. So let's do that. Just get a nice wide board here that they're going to struggle to deal with, because they don't have too many ways to go wide and match us. Think about the health item on Ogre, and we'll save Damaging Maul until it makes sense to either get a kill or destroy an improvement. So now we've got a good advantage on lane 1. They have a moderate advantage on lane 2. Okay, now it's a fairly sizable one that we probably don't want to try to overcome. And then here on lane 3, we still got our Ignite ticking away, so that's helpful.
Between the two of us, we can figure out how to use this thing.
Does it make sense to add any cost? Just deal 5 to their Legion Commander. Kill off Treant. It's probably better to just Dimensional Portal. Still goes wide, still gets some damage in. And now makes them a little bit weaker. You know, next turn the Ignite will... Ooh, maybe actually I Damaging Maul here to kill off the Treant. Just so they don't have stars aligned into Time of Triumph next turn or something. They have no green heroes on mana 6, which means they're probably not going to be ramping up very well. So by Blink Dagger and Health Item, and we're just going to forget that lane 2 ever happened. Let's hop into lane 3. That's where we're least far ahead, I guess. And with their double creeps in lane 1, our go wide strategy is not the best, because they are able to answer it with just good creep spawns, because we didn't go that wide. I don't think it makes much sense to like do Annihilation or anything like that. But maybe this is our best chance to Routed. Just hit both their green heroes. So anytime they try to put a green hero on a lane, they're just going to have negative mana there. And in the meantime, we can probably Signet Ring up Kana. I think it makes the most sense. Maybe it makes more sense to put Axe on, because she might die to just a duel, and there's no saving that. Ooh, actually, now I'm looking at it, maybe blinking into mid and Annihilating made more sense. Keep mid on the table. Yeah, that might have been better. That may very well have been better. Alright, so a little misplay there. That being said, I'm not really interested in killing this Legion Commander off. She's not doing much. I am not really inclined to like Berserker's Call just to push damage, because we've already got a good chunk out of this tower, and I'd rather save that utility for later and not kill off my own Legion Commander. I guess I can still blink and annihilate this turn. It's just a little bit worse. Yeah, thinking back on last turn, it probably would have made more sense to blink, annihilate, and then route it in 3. I think that would have been a lot better for us. Oh well, hindsight's 2020. We'll make the best of what we have right now. Ooh, another prey in the week. Is that good? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 3? 4? It's not nearly as many as I'd hoped. There's Annihilation here. Might be reasonable. But then they're just getting to the late game where they can cast their Time of Triumph without being that mana constrained. Oh, we got rid of one of the routed effects. That's annoying.
15 seconds remaining.
Maybe it's better to just spring the trap. Still push this lane. Maybe Blink Dagger Axe out of here. Or just let him die to get him on a respawn cycle, and then I can annihilate this lane next turn, and then Axe can come back when they have nobody coming back. That might be best.
My path assembles.
Yeah, I think that's going to be best. So, I guess I'll have Legion Commander coming back, assuming she does not find a way out of her predicament in lane 3. Mid lane's gone. Oh, Spring. Okay. That doesn't save their Legion. Ideally, I'd keep initiative here. May not be possible. I mean, I kind of want to save... Ogre doesn't need to... I kind of want actually Ogre to die, because he'll come back in that same turn. So maybe I just pray on the weak here. And then maybe they try to save their Legion Commander. Ooh, and I got a multicast. Sign me up. Perfect. So hopefully they play a health item or play a blocker in front of our Legion Commander. Keep theirs alive. And then we'll get initiative on Annihilate lane 1. And then when they come back, we'll have an Axe and an Ogre. And they'll have, at most, a Legion Commander. Unless they can dual Kana first action. I don't like that. I was hoping they would do something. Alright, I guess I'll bring Ogre over.
It's not a rock.
And then we can threaten to just block up that lane and not actually annihilate it with the Prey in the Weak. Don't really care that I'm taking 4 here. That's not a big deal. So we still eventually need to win lane 1. But they're going to be hard pressed to really push anything when we've got the option to annihilate at any time. We make 6 guys with Prey on the Weak. And potentially do it again if we get a multicast. It'd be 12, 18. So actually, if we get the multicast, we just start threatening to win here. They're going to Stars Align. So now the question is, if they have Time of Triumph, do we just go for the 25% chance of winning the game with double Prey on the Weak? Or do we just annihilate right now and cut our losses? I think we go for the 25% chance of just winning the game. We did not get the 25% chance. Oh boy. This could be problematic. So I need to block up everybody in this lane. We may be headed for a tie here. No amount of items on these guys helps them survive. Yeah, we might be headed for a tie here. They're just really wide board. Maybe we can block them up and prevent them from killing us, but may end up being a tie. But if we'd got the 25% chance for the next annihilation, we would have won. I feel like it was a good risk, but now it maybe just end up being a tie. Unless they can somehow get enough blockers. You're gonna have 5 men in that lane. I'm just gonna have 1 hero. A lot. I get to play a blocker first action. But a blocker doesn't really matter. It's just, can they block up all of my guys is really the question that they should be asking. If they get double creep spawns, it's totally likely. You got one. Maybe enough to pull the arrows in. So I think my first action should just be to duel a blocker. We're just playing for the tie here. We can't really play for the win. That seems unrealistic. You'd have to wait too many things to stop us from ever potentially winning. Or Time of Triumph means he would survive any attempts at dueling to kill him off, right? Yes. So just like guaranteed add 4 damage rather than dueling off a blocker which also adds 4. I suppose. Looks like we're playing for the tie here. I think I like our odds. Yep. And that's the tie. So, an interesting video for sure, where we got an opponent to concede on the first turn of the game and then got a draw. But, you know, it was an interesting match for sure. So, hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you in the next video.